Welcome back, Children in the Universe, to ULC Norhaven Ministries. We are on the second Wicca study, which is, we're covering the fourth tenet or principle of the 13 principles. If you're using Uncle Bucky's, for those that have it, it's on page 12, and it's number 4. And it reads as follows. Oh, before I continue, this is aimed at adults, consenting adults. No one under the age of 18 should be following this because they are not recognized consenting adults. We cannot even
promote that.
We won't promote that because we don't agree with it. Because of our United States Constitution. Only legal adults should have anything to do with this.
So if you are a student of Wicca and you're under the age of 18, wait until you're 18 to practice this tenet.
We conceive of the creative power in the universe as manifesting through polarity, as masculine and feminine, man, woman, male, female. Not to say that men aren't feminine.
Oh my God, are you genderfying?
No, I am not. And that's what I was getting ready to say. Not to say that man cannot be feminine, woman cannot be masculine. Not to say that you identify as a man if you're a woman, or if you identify as a woman if you're a man, or if you identify as non-sexual. Each person's their own personal preference. However,
the natural order of polarity.
The natural order of polarity is male and female. Hence, why most people that follow that type of faith will not marry or hand-fast or mating couples will not do that. They might suggest somebody else. Like I myself will not marry a woman and a woman or a man and a man. I will unify you. I will give you a union, but I will not marry you, because that is against my personal beliefs.
Because this is the interaction, the creative power of this interaction is from masculine and feminine, male and female.
And that this same creative power lies in all people and functions through the interaction of the masculine and feminine. Again, male and female can identify as either, or a woman could be masculine but still love men, or a man could be feminine and still love women. And don't look down on somebody that, for instance, a straight guy. Don't look down on them because they're feminine. Or don't look down on a woman because she acts more manly than most men.
Yeah, because why?
Because
you
neither above the other.
So, basically, polarity is the interaction between male and female. Neither one is more important than the other. In other words, women, you don't have to be submissive to the man. Man, you do not have to be submissive to the woman. But you can work collectively together. And that collectiveness is what is the creative power. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. Knowing each other to be supportive of each other. You should support your mate.
Always.
But don't be purely submissive to him if you don't believe that either should be submissive.
Which comes down to open, honest communication. If you come down to any kind of interaction with other humans, whether it's for sex, mating, marriage, or just everyday life, just even associating with your friends, open, honest communication. Be open, be honest, and accept other people's openness and honestness. Okay.
And we value sex as pleasure, as a symbol and embodiment of life, reproduction, if you will, and as one of the sources of energies used in magical practice and religious worship.
So sex can be magic and religious.
Yes. Even, I'm going to call out the other faith I know well enough. Even Christianity says, be fruitful and multiply. You should enjoy being fruitful. I'm sorry, you should.
Okay.
I was taught that by an older...
So unlike the taboo of the Puritans that said missionary style is the only way you must, if you do it any other way you're going to go to hell, this is saying that sex was meant to be pleasurable or we wouldn't have the pleasure sensors there.
That's right.
Right.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
If sex was not supposed to be pleasurable, it would not feel good.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, because I know you know the Bible better than I do, Craig. Where in the Bible does it state that sex should not be pleasurable?
That doesn't.
Where in the Bible does it say sex is evil? Matter of fact, doesn't it say the exact opposite?
Sex is part of life.
You need to, I'm sorry to say, but in order to continue the population of the human race, you have to have sex. Even animals have sex.
So basically,
But do it when
and this does bleed over into our monotheism too, is the fact that the taboo that's been placed on sex has led to a lot of sociological problems, such as rape, molestation,
murder in some cases.
in some cases murder. And they're like, well, wait a minute, the taboo doesn't do it. It's because they witnessed stuff that made them do that. No.
There was a taboo
The
placed
tendency of human beings to be rebellious is a human trait.
Right.
So if we taboo something, that just makes it all the more interesting. Does that make any sense?
Right.
So that leads to all sorts of things that may not have been there had the taboo not been there.
I am going to say this. I'm sorry if this makes you uncomfortable, but remember, it's part of the faith. It's part of the Wicca faith.
And it's also part of the Great Rite, which we aren't covering today.
No, I'll call you back, Mom. Sorry about that, everyone. I forgot to turn my ringer off. Matter of fact.
So basically, I mean, we're going to get into more of this in the definitions and opinion part.
Right. We were just trying to state some fact information within that.
Right.
Yes, we will refer to other faiths, not just Wicca in this. We will refer to other faiths. And again, this should be between two consenting adults, or more if they choose to be that way. I'm not saying, because there's orgies within every religion. Oh wait, I'm sorry, orgy is the improper term. Orgy, I'm going to enlighten everybody or something. The original definition of orgy, it's 3 or more people barefooted in the same room.
I've had an orgy a lot.
You and I have been involved in those.
Yes, we have.
But it wasn't sexual.
Right.
Well, hello.
We always put everything to sexual too. It's because of the taboo on it.
Right.
All right.
And that's why so many people joke
Yeah,
about
right.
it. Let go of the
Yeah, I
taboo,
love
people.
the little kisses and everything that you get.
But we will see you
And part three.
again. When we say consenting adults, we mean legal age of 18 in the United States. If you live in a different country,
Goodness.
post what the legal age is in your country.
Or states. Some states vary too.
Some states, that also varies with marriage as well.
Your laugh is over
Because
there.
certain states have marriage below the age of 18.
He's Christian.
But that's neither here nor there. We shall be back with you in part 3. Please continue with us. Please like, share, subscribe. Post any of your opinions on this. Even if it does contradict what we say, let us know what you think. We love you nonetheless. Blessed peace. We will be right back.